Okay, there are legends of free energy systems dating back from the Atlantean days of the fire crystals. And this also relates to Jerry Gallimore's work with expanded quartz crystals and conditioned quartz crystals. So there's some basis to that.
Leyendas que vienen desde la Atlántida sobre la energía libre y ahora hay basada en cristales de cuarzo.
Okay, and we also have unbalanced and gravity wheels in the 11th century.
Y también tenemos ruedas de gravedad y de desequilibrio en el siglo XI.
The interesting thing about this is that these technologies always seem to match the technological development that the civilization appears to be at.
Dice que estas tecnologías siempre suelen surgir como al borde de la tecnología disponible en ese momento, en un momento dado.
Por la psicología de las personas.
And another interesting thing, this is something that Dan and I were discussing, is that it appears that cold fusion was first discovered in the Middle Ages.
Una cosa interesante que él ha discutido a veces con Dan, parece ser que la energía de fusión fría surgió en la Edad Media.
And essentially what they were doing is using a nuclear catalyst, which we're now using, nickel, palladium, that sort of thing, or the white powder gold, which is also a nuclear catalyst, just happens to be
que
that.
utilizaban un catalizador nuclear de what element you said, sorry?
Oh, it's white powder gold.
Oro blanco, polvo de oro blanco,
Palladium,
paladio
and nickel.
y níquel.
Were around in the Middle Ages, and it turns out that if you apply a lot of pressure to some of these things, and they actually had presses at that time along with the furnaces, you could produce cold fusion effects and transmutation.
Y dice que si se produce una presión muy fuerte sobre estos elementos, y que en aquel momento lo podían hacer, que se produce la fusión fría.
Y transmutación.
Y la transmutación.
Transmutation biology.
Oh no, this is alchemically.
No es biológica, es alquímica.
Yeah, using nuclear catalysts, which of course now is coming back into vogue because now we're discovering that a lot of these transmutation processes release a lot of energy, because what you do is you take the, for example, one element and another, combine them, but the sum of the two is never as great as its parts.
Dice que esta combinación de elementos produce una transmutación y libera un montón de energía.
The sum of the two
Que la suma de los dos elementos
is never as great as its parts.
nunca es tan grande como las partes.
The difference is energy.
La diferencia es energía.
And there were some alchemists that had tremendous explosions back in the Middle Ages, didn't understand where it was coming from.
Hubo alquimistas en la Edad Media que provocaron explosiones tremendas que no sabían bien de dónde venían.
Turns out that these were fusion processes.
Parece ser que eran procesos de fusión.
Like